David's Bitesize Fitness, Part 27.
Hello, my name is David Black. I am a personal safety instructor with the Scottish Centre for Personal Safety and a cook, the Forth Valley Sensory Centre. Before we get started, please go to the previous block, where we were previous block obviously, so you can actually tie in and continue as we move forward. But go to the very first block where we did our warm-ups. So, I am blind. I have a hearing impairment. The last time we were talking about left and right, moving forward and back and doing all that, and it was wonderful. It was nice. I really enjoyed myself. In between hearing 1.4 seconds or something in my head. So, left leg forward, right leg back, knees slightly bent, back straight, head up, eyes forward. Our left palm is at our left eyebrow, right palm, right eyebrow. Okay? This is our stance, a ready stance. Okay? So, when I'm describing moving forward or back, transferring your weight on your front or back foot, and you find yourself getting confused, I don't want you to lean back or lean forward. You're just slightly feeling more of your weight on your back foot, and then you go back to your normal stance where the weight is equal between your left and right feet, front and back feet. As you transfer the weight on your front foot, you're just slightly moving so you can feel more of that weight on that foot. So I don't want you leaning forward, I don't want you leaning back, I don't want you bring your leg up and lean back and fall. Just no leaning completely forward or back, you can just feel a wee bit more of that weight on that foot so your hip is directly above the foot that you have most of your weight on. Okay? So, we'll go back to it. This time we'll kind of move to a slight kick. Just a slight kick. Now when you do a kick, if you struggle to maintain your balance, as I did when I first started because I'm blind, you could use a wall or a chair or a table to put your hand on as you're doing the kicking. Now whatever foot you're doing the kicking, that's the exact opposite. So if I've got my right hand on a table and I'm kicking with my left, that's how I'm doing it. If I'm kicking with my left, I don't have my left hand on something because I might accidentally kick something. So as long as you know that if I'm actually have my left hand on a wall or a table or a chair, then it's my right foot I'm kicking with. So I'm as far away from it as I can and I'm aware of my surroundings. So when I say kick, it's a stomp. You're hitting with the heel, with the bottom of your foot. You're no kicking forward with your toes, you're not pushing your toes forward because you can hurt your toes. If you kick something hard with your toes, you'll damage it. If you stomp with the bottom of your foot, there's less chance of you actually hurting yourself. And it's more of a push than a kick. So you're pushing forward, okay? So think stompy push, nice and gentle. So, exact same as before, left leg forward, right leg back, we're still in our stance. We're transferring our weight onto your back foot or right foot. As we're doing that, we are going to gently lift our heel, lift our knee, push our hip forward, and then we are going to lift our toes off the ground and kick with the bottom of your foot. It doesn't need to be very high, it can just be a tiny wee bit. Okay, just a wee bit, maybe even just an inch off the ground. You're going to feel your heel pointing down to your heel pointing up and kick forward with the heel, okay? So your toes are pointing down, heel is up, you're lifting your toes a wee bit and then pushing your heel forward. That's all with your left foot, okay? So back in our stance, we're transferring the weight in our back foot, lifting our heel, pushing our knee forward, hip forward. We're going to lift our toes off the ground and push our heel forward. So our toes are up, our heel is forward, and we're pushing with the bottom of our foot. Boom. Tiny wee kick. Tiny wee kick. We'll try that 5 times, okay? And I'll describe it each time we go. So 1, I'm transferring my weight on my back foot. I'm lifting my heel off the ground. I'm pushing my knee forward. I'm moving my hip forward. Then my toes are coming off the ground and I am slowly pushing forward with my heel, with the bottom of my foot. Okay? and then as my foot touches, it's the toes that touch again. Plant my heel, bring my knee in, bring my hip in. Do it one more time. Transfer the weight in your back foot, heel up, knee up, hip forward, bring your toes up off the ground a little, and then push your hip, push your foot forward, okay? The hip does actually go weird, so it does actually mean push your hip. So you're pushing just a tiny wee kick. You're just kicking, just a tiny wee bit, okay? So we'll try it one more time, and then we'll do 5 kicks and then we'll stop, because this will take a lot of explanation. So, we're in our equal stance, we're transferring our weight in our back leg, lifting our heel, pushing our knee forward, pushing our hip forward, our toes come up and we kick forward with our heel. Okay? And then we plant our feet again and go back into a normal stance. So we'll do it 5 times and then we'll stop, okay? So, transfer back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 5 times and then we'll stop, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's just stopped. This is going to be a bit longer than it should, but I'll explain. We're not really kicking. You're not hitting with the toes. You're not even trying to really hit with the heel. You're just lifting the heel and pushing it forward. It's the bottom of your foot you're hitting with. So I don't want it to go too far off the ground. I don't want you to kick high. It's just a tiny wee push forward. So think it more as a wee push with your foot. With the bottom of your foot, you're just pushing forward. As long as you remember to put most of the weight on your back foot, lift your heel, push your knee forward, push your hip forward, and then lift your toes and push. Imagine there's something on the floor and you're shoving it out the way. Just imagine that. Just shoving it out the way. So, please enjoy, have fun, take care, and don't hurt yourself. Thank you.